मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती हैं जिनके सपनों में जान होती है। पंख से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है।
How was that journey from behind the dark room to moving the country to making people believe that integrated diagnostics is a very integral part of delivery of healthcare?
First one fact, which is a fact today, 70 to 80% of all treatment decisions done today anywhere in the world, including India, are based on some test or the other. Those were trying times. People would say, ये है तो डॉक्टर पर ये बिजनेसमैन बन गया है. It used to really, businessman at that time was a dirty word.
हाँ.
और
वो भी healthcare में.
वो भी healthcare में और बड़ा बड़ा बुरा लगता था.
Dr. Saab, I really need to switch gears. When I think of healthcare, honestly, sometimes I don't think of technology. I don't think of. Let me cut to the chase. I think of healthcare as touch, feel, sensitivity. मुझे तो ये सब चाहिए. If somebody tells me in a sea of technology, in a sea of data, I may not actually like it. The family doctor piece that you spoke about earlier, उसका मजा ये था कि हमें विश्वास था, और वो विश्वास टेक्नोलॉजी से नहीं आता था, वो विश्वास डेटा से नहीं आता था, एआई से नहीं आता था, वो एक बिलीफ से आता था कि ये आदमी के दिल में मेरे लिए सब अच्छा है. So in today's world, and maybe I'm going to ask you a very direct question. The machines that you may use will be the same as any other machine used in any other hospital or diagnostic center.
Maybe better.
Maybe better. Okay, I'll give you that. Your machines could be better, but still machines, right? But the consumer's walking in for that touch, feel, personalization. So I know you've always focused on that, but it'll be good if we hear from you.
See, you've touched on a very, very important aspect. Ultimately, healthcare is all about the human touch. It's about that interaction. It's about that hand on the shoulder, looking a person in the eyes and trying to console when there's a major issue, trying to give hope so that one is able to fight. And machines can't provide that.
Absolutely.
ये सामने वाला खुशी से नहीं आया है, कोई तकलीफ है तो उसमें आया है, एंड कई बार अनरीजनेबल भी होता है. तो हमें अपना संयम बना के रखना है. वी हैव टू टेक इट ऑल इन आवर स्ट्राइड, एंड दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच इज एक्सट्रीमली इम्पोर्टेंट.
Got it.
इन फैक्ट आपके पास आया है तो दे बिलीव कि आप अच्छा काम करेंगे, तभी आपके पास आया. आप डायग्नोसिस देंगे तो ठीक डायग्नोसिस देंगे, आप ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे तो ठीक ट्रीटमेंट करेंगे. एंड आई टेल एवरीवन, especially our doctors, the radiologists, the nuclear medicine physicians, the pathologists, that they will remember only those 2 minutes that you spent talking to them,
बिल्कुल.
explaining the report or trying to console them. When they remember 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, that hand on the shoulder will matter more than the correct report that you gave. And this is the ethos that we follow. So despite the best of technology that you may have, the human part of this whole interaction in healthcare, I think, is still as important as it was when these machines were not there. And I also talk of the ABC of medical practice. It could actually be the ABC of life. And this would be true in a government setup or a private setup. I say ABC, and this is not something I coined. This was told to me when many years ago I came into practice. A is for availability. You may be the best doctor in the world. When a patient needed you and you were not there, तो उसके तो कोई काम का नहीं.
बिल्कुल, availability.
So A is availability. B is behavior. कैसे आप बात करते हैं, कैसे आप interact करते हैं, do you have empathy, are you able to actually explain properly what you're going to do, क्या उनको तकलीफ है, क्या आप टेस्ट करने वाले हैं, क्या ट्रीटमेंट होने वाली है. So B is behavior.
Right, बहुत बढ़िया.
And C is competence.
Availability, behavior, competence. क्या बात?
And it is said, and I believe it is in that order. An average doctor who has A and B may be better than the best doctor who doesn't have A and B.
बहुत बढ़िया. कहते हैं कि communication बहुत important होती है. So I think I loved your answer, Dr. Saab. I know you've been playing with machines, understanding data, doing integrated diagnostics. But what a beautiful statement for us today. The ABC of healthcare. Availability. आप अगर है नहीं जब आपकी ज़रूरत है तो क्या फ़ायदा? Behavior, and I am assuming behavior includes communication as well.
Everything.
Because empathy और compassion, इसके बिना healthcare नहीं हो सकती. और C, the competence part of it, and I'm sure the enablers around that competence, which is diagnostics, tools, technology.
No, your own professional competence, your knowledge, your experience, your skill, all of these are very important. But वो बोल गए हैं कि ये A भी शायद उससे ज़्यादा important है.
बहुत बढ़िया. तो ये ABC जो है हेल्थ केयर का, ये बहुत लोगों को सुनाया जाएगा आगे जाते हुए. And thank you so much for sharing this with us today. I think the last part of our talk today, and I know you know almost everything. You're a very well-read person who's still kept pace with change of technology, change of clinical science, addition to science over the last 30 years. अब ये बताएं कि आपकी नज़र में what is the future holding for us? So अस्पताल ऐसे ही चलेंगे या कुछ बदलेगा? There is a lot of talk on ambulatory care. Things will move out of the hospitals. Is that a reality? Technology, and especially AI. Let's at least for once say that this is new. अभी भी evolution हो रही है. ये पता नहीं है कि how far we'll go. I know you've kept yourself abreast with what's happening in the Western world. Where do you think this is going to be? Is it going to replace talent? Is it going to aid talent? Is there affordability for aiding that talent? Because I do understand today technology comes at a cost, and you and I both are aware that in India, as soon as we start talking cost, it becomes a little unacceptable. So where do you see, number one, to start with, to simplify, on a scale of 10, where are we today on the adoption of that AI and technology? How do you think, how far we'll go? And what will be the balance between technology and talent to deliver compassionate, empathetic care?
I think the human in the loop will always remain. Some of the tasks that are done by doctors, by technicians, by nurses, by front office, by the finance department in a hospital, those will be helped by technology, as they already are. And as AI percolates more into the healthcare system, there will be some tasks which will be taken over by AI. Will AI replace doctors? I don't think so. AI will replace doctors for certain tasks that we do today. But I do believe that the use of AI will always require a human in the loop, and ideally should always remain supervised rather than unsupervised. Already, our machines have AI inside, which is for reconstructing, getting better image quality, getting better results of blood tests, getting better genomics tests, doing them at cheaper rates, increasing throughput. अगर एक MRI में आज 20 मिनट लगते हैं तो AI जिस मशीन में है वो शायद 12 मिनट में वही स्कैन कर सकती है. तो today if you are able to do 35 scans in a certain time, maybe you'll be able to do 40 or 45 and hence increase productivity. AI helping doctors, especially diagnosticians, radiologists, pathologists, will actually improve the turnaround times of reports. Because अगर आज मैं 35 CT scan report करता हूँ, तो in the future the hope is कि मैं 100 कर पाऊँ, क्या पता मैं 200 कर पाऊँ, 500 कर पाऊँ, helped by AI, where I will be the supervisor, signing out reports, looking at them. अभी मेरे को 20 मिनट लगते हैं एक रिपोर्ट लिखने में, क्या मैं 5 मिनट में लिख पाऊँ, क्या मैं 2 मिनट में लिख पाऊँ? I think the future is very bright for that. Where it will go, only time will tell. Then also for certain rare diseases, which it may be difficult, कि मैंने अपने पूरे 40-42 साल के कैरियर में वैसे 3 केस देखे, पर दुनिया में अगर देखें तो शायद 3,000 या 3 लाख केस हुए हैं. AI can it assimilate all of that data and be very helpful in these extremely rare but complex cases. I think that will happen, and that will help us reaching a quicker diagnosis, a more accurate diagnosis. Overall, telemedicine, I think that is one way in our country.
Right.
We are already, trying to reach the last man in the village through telemedicine. ये फोन तो हर एक के पास है, सेल फोन, उसके थ्रू ये हो रहा है और ये बढ़ेगा, ये होएगा. If we have to provide access to each and every citizen of our country, I think it will be through technology, through telemedicine, with AI on top. इतने डॉक्टर भी नहीं है, हमें तो 30-40 साल लगेंगे उतने डॉक्टर बनाने में जितने हमें चाहिए इस देश में. तो and then you talked of ambulatory care, you talked of home health.
Right.
I think those are also realities which will reduce costs for us. Let the hospitals be for serious patients, and once they've reached a certain level where they can be taken care of at home or in a step down facility which may not be as expensive, why occupy a hospital bed? And the use of AI in healthcare,
Right.
I believe, if used properly, ethically, and wisely, with guardrails, I see only positive outcomes for doctors, for the healthcare as an industry, and for the users, the patients. मेरे को consumer का word बड़ा अच्छा नहीं लगता है. We in medicine have this doctor-patient relationship.
Correct. 32 से 73, 73 से 100, ये पॉसिबल है क्या?
देखिए, पॉसिबल होगा, जरूर होगा, पर here I would like to emphasize the difference between lifespan and health span.
Very good.
ये दो नए वर्ड चर्चित हैं. You don't want to live to 100, even if it was possible,
Unless it's a
if
healthy
the
span.
last 10 years of your life was spent on bed or in a wheelchair, or you're tottering around, and
Right.
or if your your mental faculties are gone.
Right.
So that's where I think the next era, or the next thing that healthcare wants to achieve, is a health span, healthy life, which is equivalent to lifespan. कि आप खड़े खड़े जाएं, या आप 15 दिन 1 महीना बीमार हुए, या रात में सोए सोए भगवान ने आपको ले लिया, ये नहीं कि तिल तिल के मरना, तो वो क्या जिंदगी हुई. सो ये एक हेल्दी लाइफ एंड लॉन्ग लाइफ, इसमें आई थिंक फर्क रखना है. वो 100 साल तो हो जाएगा.
100 साल हो जाएगा. याद रखिए, 100 साल हो भी जाता है तो हेल्दी स्पैन पे फोकस करना है, लाइफ स्पैन पे नहीं. और ये हेल्दी स्पैन की अकाउंटेबिलिटी आपकी है. हमने पहले भी कहा, ये सब अवेलेबिलिटी है इस देश में, जैसे डॉक्टर साहब ने आज बताया. We've got everything. We are progressing towards what's right for you. But you have to take accountability for your own health. Dr. Saab, thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you.
a privilege. I've learned so much
It's an
today.
honor for me to be here and to share some of the stories of my life. In the end, मैं भूल गया. My wife Ritu, she was the co-founder. She is the co-founder. She actually looks after admin and HR
Yes,
of our Mahajan Imaging and Labs. The two, I think, most difficult things. हम तो अपनी डॉक्टरी करते हैं जो हमें आती है और वो हमें बड़ी आसान लगती है. मैनेजरी जो है वो बड़ी मुश्किल है, स्पेशली एक डॉक्टर के लिए. सो आई हैव टू थैंक हर फॉर हैविंग stood by me. In fact, they say that behind the successful man there is a woman. I would say she is also in front of me, and so I want to record that. इससे पहले कि मेरे को घर में मार.
We recognize and we look forward to having Ritu ji on the show sometime soon, so that we can understand कि आपके पीछे और आपके आगे उनकी क्या सपोर्ट रही. पर आज बहुत मजा आया. आज नर्सरी के बाद पहली बार दोबारा ABC सीखने को मिला, और ये ABC हमेशा याद रहेगी. एक्सेसिबिलिटी, ये आपकी अवेलेबिलिटी जो डॉक्टर साहब ने कहा, बिहेवियर, ये आपकी कम्युनिकेशन जो डॉक्टर साहब ने समझाया, और कॉम्पिटेंस. और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात ये इस ऑर्डर में है. Enjoy yourself, take care of yourself. We all have to aspire to get to that 100.